Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. And today we're going to do like some channel notes, and then I will get to a Q&A, which I haven't done for a couple of weeks, and I've got a few questions to answer for you. But before I get to that, this is Lexi, by the way. Many of you have seen Lexi. She is a Chihuahua and Yorkie mix, by the way, Chorky. Wonderfully loyal little dog here. She weighs just under 5 pounds. I think last it was 3 or 4. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at the vet records. But anyway, wonderfully loyal dog. Small messes too. I like that part. And of course, Leroy is making himself known. He's barking at something going on outside. Let's get to the channel notes first. If you can hear me over Leroy, I may have to stop this video because when he's barking, it's almost impossible not to hear him and focus on that. Stand by. Okay, to the channel notes. If you want a response from me, the best way to reach me is via email at this address. You'll see right here, tsevangelist@live.com. And that is always in the credits of the video. So send me an email, and unless it gets hung up in spam, I always try to answer. If you don't get a response from me, most likely it got hung up in spam or something, try again. If that doesn't work, you can go here to my public Facebook page, right there, it's public, and message me. Those are the two best ways to get an answer from me. If you ask me a question in the comments, I may or may not respond. And I also found out just yesterday, there were a ton of questions and comments that have been hung up in spam. And a lot of them were from people who watch and comment all the time. So Google's spam filtering on YouTube is a little wacky. So if your comment's not showing up, don't think I deleted it. It's most likely hung up in spam. All right, so those notes, I think, is what I wanted to get out of the way. Yes, I think it is. And now let's get to the Q&A. Pulling out the iPad here. Let's see. The first question comes to us from Arizona Burning Bird, and it says, how does it feel to be challenged on integrity? Well, there was a great man once by the name of Clubber Lang, and he said, I reject the challenge because it is no challenge. Next question. Next question comes to us from Cheesy Toes, and he or she, I don't know, great name by the way. What would you recommend for a second razor? Great question. I like to recommend an adjustable razor for your second razor because you can turn the aggressiveness up or down as you please. I think it's a great way to sort of branch up from that first razor that you have. Now, I prefer the vintage razors like the Gillette Fat Boy, Gillette Slim, or Gillette Black Beauty, or super adjustable. Those to me, I think are the most forgiving, easiest to use, and they have stood the test of time. Also, you can get a razor like the Merkur Future or Progress. I don't really like the Progress. I don't like the hokiness of twisting that head on. And then on the other hand, the Future is kind of big and cumbersome, and it's fairly aggressive. So my recommendation is get yourself a vintage Gillette adjustable for your second razor. Thanks for that question. Next question comes to us from Mike J. He said, do you think it matters whether you put your aftershave or balm on first? So he's asking, should he put his aftershave on first or his balm? The conventional wisdom is to put your aftershave on first and then your balm. But what I'm going to tell you, do it however you want. Do it both ways and see which you prefer. A lot of people feel like if you put the balm on and then the aftershave, the alcohol and the aftershave will dry up or sort of reduce some of the effects of that balm in terms of moisturizing. What I recommend is just try it both ways, see what you like, and go with it, no matter what anyone says. Just do what feels good to you and go with it. Sorry, that's kind of a qualified answer, but it really is, I think, trial and error. Do them both, feel your face throughout the day, and decide for yourself. That's the best answer I can give you. Thanks for the question. Next question comes to us from Shave Much. He asks, do I prefer creams or soaps? And the answer is, it's kind of 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. Now, one thing I'll say, creams, generally speaking, are far easier to lather. So if you're a beginner, you're struggling, go out and get you some Taylor of Bond Street or St. James of London, Truefoot and Hill, something like that, and you will find that they are super easy to leather. Hard soaps, on the other hand, are more firm soaps, last longer. They usually come in a, nice container. A lot of times a little bit cheaper, depending on which brand you buy. It's really 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. I like them both. Sometimes I get on sort of a cream kick and I really enjoy it, and sometimes I prefer hard soap. So I really don't put one over the other, to be honest with you. Thank you for the question. Next question comes to us from Arcomatic. He asked, how do you feel about Arco shaving soap? The stick, I don't really care for sticks, but the one that comes in the red tub, I think it's a pretty good soap. And I'm not really put off by the scent either. I know it smells sort of industrial, like a cleaning type pledge or something like that, maybe citronella or something. It doesn't put me off, and for the money, I think it's a pretty doggone good soap. So that's my feeling on it. Thank you for the question. And the last question comes to us from Harges A. This is a good one. I always save the best one for last. You are a fat, stupid, knuckle-dragging mouth breather. Breathe through your nose, idiot. Okay. And there we have it, folks. We've done some announcements and another Q&A. Thank you again for watching. And again, if you want me to answer your question, please shoot me an email or go to my public Facebook page. Public, not my private. Public Facebook page. Shoot me a message. I'll try to answer you when time permits. And thanks again so much for watching. And I want to remind you, as always, keep them up, keep them open, and follow the money to get to the truth.